Hi, my name is Narelle Vipond, and this is my submission for Tasmania Police for the Preselection Questionnaire. Question 1, what have I done to prepare myself to be successful in my application? Well, I guess firstly, I've done a lot of research online and speaking to people I know that are or have been in the police. I've looked at the selection criteria and the position description quite thoroughly and feel I'm making a very informed decision. The people I've spoken to with regards to police have relayed their experience. I've spoken to them about everything from rosters to day-to-day experiences, expectations, all of those sorts of things. My fitness level is at a fantastic level to be in the police. I'm a gym instructor, so I'm obviously very fit and healthy and believe that's going to help me a lot. I also work long hours, so I think the shift work with the fitness and my hours is not going to be a problem either. So I think I'm very, very prepared. There's certainly nothing that I think will shock me in regards to the job itself. I believe that the police is not just a career, but it's a lifestyle as well. So I think I live the right kind of lifestyle to make a really good police officer. Question 2, provide an example of when you've had to show resilience. I currently work in a management role in a real estate office. Obviously quite pressured in the property management department that I work in. You're dealing with landlords and tenants and a lot of issues that go on a daily basis. I lost 2 really important key staff within a matter of a week or so, which is quite a big deal in my role, and trying to keep that workload manageable and covering those staff, as well as recruiting for new staff, is quite challenging. Trying to keep on top of things and not letting the clients see that it was a stressful situation, keeping calm on the surface and just dealing with things as they come, minute by minute, day by day. And I think if you keep a cool, calm and collected front, then you tend to get through things okay. And I think it's really important to make sure that the client doesn't see the stress that you're under. At the end of the day, it all worked out and I managed to recruit 2 new staff and kept that workload under control at the same time without falling apart. Question 3, tell us a time when you've had to stay positive for other people despite it being a difficult and challenging situation, and how did you go about achieving this? Well, recently with all of the floods, we had quite a number of properties where the tenants had lost furniture, belongings, and some of them we actually had to rehouse. It was really important because you're dealing with people's homes, where they live, their safety and security all disappears when things like that happen. So it is very stressful, and I think it was really important to stay positive and just reassure them that you're there for them. Everything's going to be okay. And I think really importantly is just keeping them informed and communicating with them about you know, what's happening, where you're going to be able to house them, what you're going to do to save their belongings, replace their belongings, all of those sorts of things. And I think just giving them that reassurance that everything will be okay and you're going to do the best you can to help them, and give them lots of information and reassurance. Question 4, how would you define being successful as it relates to you? Success to me is more about just doing the best you can do, and knowing that you've done everything you can to the best of your ability. I think you need to set concrete, achievable goals. Even if you don't arrive at the destination, I think you need to have goals that are achievable. I think for me, having a place to call home, somewhere I can set down my roots, you know, somewhere that makes you happy and comfortable, whether that's in a particular city or town or with a particular person, family, etc. I think that's really important for being successful. Believing in achieving your goals. So not only do you need to set achievable goals, but you need to believe that you can achieve them. And I guess taking care of yourself and your needs, I think you can't be successful in anything that you do or productive in anything that you do if you don't take care of yourself and look after yourself and your own needs as well. And recognizing the good things in your life, your family, your friends, the love of your job, and balancing that with your passions. So for me, at the moment, I work full-time in property management, which can be quite stressful, but I balance that with my passion, which is exercise and going to the gym. I think learning something new every day, no matter how old you are, I think in every job that you do, or just in life in general, you learn something new every day, and I think you need to take note of that. And don't give up. Don't give up. I think to be successful in whatever you do, you can't give up. Question 5, tell us something you've significantly failed at in the past, and how did you deal with that, and what did you learn? Look, I guess we have lots of failures in life, and we have to learn from all of them. But an example would be fairly recently, I had a tenant fell into rent arrears, and for some reason it slipped through my reporting system, and I hadn't notified the owner that the rent was in arrears, and I hadn't served the tenant with notice at the appropriate legislative time that I needed to do that, which then meant the owner lost some extra rent by the time I went through, obviously, the legislation with regards to notice times, etc. What did I learn from that? I guess to deal with it, I had to obviously take ownership of it. And I think most importantly, when you do fail at something, or miss something or do something wrong, I think it's really important firstly to take ownership of it and try and rectify it and make plans so that it never happens again. So I think you need to use it to improve on yourself, to improve on your systems. I mean, obviously that proved that there was a fault in our systems, so we had to implement some more systems so it didn't happen again. And just acknowledge what's happened and acknowledge how you're feeling about it. And, you know, it's okay to be upset and disappointed in yourself, but it's more important just to learn from it. I think if you create a plan to move forward so that it never happens again, failing or doing something wrong is just part of life. I guess it's just how you learn from it and move forward. Question 6, why do you think fitness is important as a police officer? Well, I think fitness is extremely important as a police officer. You're there to serve and protect the community, and you need to be able to physically do so. You need to be able to perform your duties, and I think you need a certain level of fitness to be able to do that. I guess being a gym instructor, I know how much better I feel being fit and active. I can deal with a lot more stress on my body. I'm able to do a lot more things. I can cope with, I guess, shift work and things like that when you're fit and healthy. I think you suffer less injuries and sicknesses when you're fit. You can recover faster after physical exertion. I guess if you're having to chase someone or physically restrain someone or anything like that, it's definitely much easier to recover and deal with those situations if you're fit. You must be able to take, I guess, immediate action. So, you know, there can be life and death situations or dangerous situations. You need to be physically capable of dealing with those. Yeah, so I think very important. Question 7, what area of policing do you believe will give you the greatest concern if successful? I guess I'm fairly well informed as to what it involves, and not too much, I don't think, would bother me in the day-to-day challenges. I guess the main things for me would probably be dealing with abused children. I mean, that I guess I think would affect me. And I guess seeing your fellow officers maybe injured or having to draw a firearm on somebody, those sorts of situations would probably bother me the most. Question 8, policing can be difficult and stressful. There will likely be multiple demands, shifting priorities and short deadlines. What have you done in the past to keep on top of things either at work, home or school? Look, I'm a property manager, so I deal with a lot of stressful situations. My current role, very similar, multiple demands, shifting priorities. I can come into work expecting to do one thing and it just takes a phone call for my whole day to change. So lots of immediate things can happen. And deadlines can be quite short in a lot of areas of my current role. I'm also used to working 2 jobs, so I work full-time during the day and then I'm a gym instructor on the side. And I have a child, so I guess I'm used to dealing with all of those, juggling all of those priorities, having short deadlines, etc., and lots of demands on me from all directions. What do I do to keep on top of it? Most importantly, I think writing a to-do list each day, whether I get all of them done or not. I need to determine which ones are the most important. So if something immediate happens, I still have that list to go through and I know which things I need to get done on that particular day, aside from something that may happen on the spot. I also think scheduling uninterrupted time during the day is really important. if I can. And communication, definitely communicating with people. If I can't get back to them that day, I will let them know that. If I'd made promises to people about certain things, I'll certainly let them know if I can't hold up to that promise. And ticking off my list, lots of lists, lots of writing, lots of communicating. The scenario question in regards to driving on a country road and a kangaroo hops out and hits the police vehicle, and there's damage to the front of the vehicle. The kangaroo is not dead but seriously injured and not going to survive. What would I do? I guess most importantly is make sure everybody's safe. So make sure you're safe, make sure any colleagues you're with are safe, and also make sure that everything is safe around you for other people, so other drivers coming past, etc., especially in the evening when it's dark. So you want to make sure the road's clear. The kangaroo's not in the middle of the road. If so, making it safe, whether you can move it or whether you can put some barriers up around it, etc. Making sure that no one's going to come along and hit your car. So lots of lights and clear, distinct barriers to make the area quite safe for you and for others. I guess you would also call the wildlife rescue people for them to come out and check on the kangaroo, maybe remove the body if necessary. And you would also make sure that your vehicle is drivable, and obviously you would be reporting any damage